Cathy McLeish here, and I am talking about alcoholism. Alcoholism Unpacked is a YouTube channel that we try to share some information, some wisdom, some knowledge about the alcoholic practicing or in recovery. And today I'm going to do something different. I want to kind of try to take a poll. And a lot of the feedback I get is from people that are dealing with us. Now, I'm in recovery 37 years, but I was a practicing alcoholic and caused a lot of havoc and pain on the people I love and people that didn't even know me. So I understand that aspect of it, not necessarily from when I was living in it, but I was also living with an alcoholic. I've also worked with alcoholics for almost 40 years and watched the pain and the suffering of the people who love them, along with the people that are actually fighting this disease of alcoholism. So what I want to do today is I want to ask, is it helpful to help the alcoholic? Now, from some people's perspective, they would say, yes, if I didn't help him, he would be in prison. If I didn't help her, she would be dead. If I didn't help them, who would help them? There is nobody left to help them. They've ruined all their relationships. But at the same time, when you steal an alcoholic's pain, they do not have a reason to recover. What they have is kind of like a Band-Aid, and you put that Band-Aid on an alcoholic who is practicing, and they will continue to practice because they don't feel enough pain to change. Now, in recovery, most of us, if you ever run into an alcoholic in recovery, ask them, just out of curiosity, how did they finally stop? What made them put down the drink? And usually it was some force outside of themselves. They were going to be petitioned with a divorce by their spouse. They were going to be let go from their job by their boss. They were going to be kicked out of their apartment. They were dropping out of school. There were some consequences. Court consequences are often the case that made them say, ooh, I think I will say uncle and give this sobriety thing a try. Because on our own, there is no reason for us to try it. Alcohol is our crutch, and it is what we think is helping us make it through all of our problems. In reality, we find out if we get on the other side, if we put down that drink, if we start to work on ourselves and have other people help us to see the truth about our lives, we find out that it was causing a lot more problems than it was helping with. So when we're looking at the alcoholic, who is helping and is it helping? So I would like people, if they would, to comment below in their experience with an alcoholic or in their experience as an alcoholic, when people help them, did it actually help them? Now, in your comments, I can't ask you to put more than you want to put, and I would never want you to do that. But if you could put a time frame, any of those that can put a time frame of like, yes, I helped the alcoholic for 10 years and it got us nowhere. And then when people stopped helping, they got sober. Or I helped the alcoholic for 1 year and it actually helped. I don't know what your story is. I just know that a lot of people react to any video I put out there about helping the alcoholic or not helping the alcoholic. It is a thing that tugs on our heartstrings. You don't want to see people die. You don't want to see people suffer. But at the same time, this is a disease that we have to decide to step out of on our own. And if people cushion those reasons why we might want to step out of it, we will not step out. And I have had many people close to me that would say, like, I don't want my son to die. I don't want my daughter to die. And the reality of that is, without me telling anybody what to do, do not hear what I'm not saying. Without me saying what anybody should do, the reality is, the longer that a person drinks, the longer a person drinks and drugs, they are dying a little bit at a time. They are losing parts of them a little bit at a time, to the point when I have watched a person stay out there because people are paying their bills, people are getting them out of jail, they're hiring attorneys. They will deteriorate. Their mind deteriorates. We're putting a drug into our system. It's going through our bloodstream. It goes to our brain. It is causing damage year after year after year. People die of alcoholism. So I would love it if you would put in the comments, is helping the alcoholic actually helping? Is it working for you to help the alcoholic? Or is it just stringing along the pain and the suffering that you, your family, the alcoholic himself or herself are going through? If you could help each other with that little bit of advice, then I think this would be a video that is much worth watching and getting out there, because I don't have your answers. I have seen a lot through my years of experience of being close to alcoholics in recovery and still trying to get in recovery, and yet I don't have the answers. So if you could share your experience, your strength, your insight, your wisdom of what has worked, I would really appreciate it down in the comments. Cathy McLeish again, Alcoholism Unpacked. Please help me unpack a little bit of it today, and we'll share our experience with each other. Thanks.